Hi, this is Elliot, and I'm with Darkside. So I'm here to show you our invoice and expense tracker that I built. Reason I built it was I didn't want to pay a monthly fee. This one I scripted is available in Google Sheets. It only works in the browser because it is scripted, so you can't use it in the application that you download. So you'll have to go to your browser of choice, whether it be Firefox or Chrome. I'm in Chrome currently. So you'll go to Google Sheets and you'll open it up. And let's just get right into it and create an invoice, go over the features of the system, show you all the different tables, show you the reports, and get out of here. Show you how to get in touch with me. So here's a customer list. It generates from a table that's stored in here. So the customer I want currently isn't in here. So I'm going to add him from over here. I pre-filled all this stuff in, just save a little time. So it stores their name, company name that they're associated with. You can put NA if there isn't one. Street address, city, state, zip, email, and phone number. You'll make sure after you enter any data to click away from the cell before you click add person. So we'll click add person now. Script's going to run. It's going to finish. You'll come over here and now you'll see they're selectable. So we're going to make this payable to my company. Anything that requires a date, just double click in the box and you can select a date from the date picker. Project is what you're going to name whatever the invoice is. We'll do phone repair on this one. Any notes you want to add onto the first invoice on the previous invoice, it doesn't save any of the notes. So the notes are only going to be the first time through. But you can write any notes that you want on the invoice here. Any adjustments will be made in whole dollar amount. So we'll adjust this invoice by $250. That'll reduce the total invoice by $250 once we generate everything. So to add items down here, you select from this picker. So we're going to pick charge port, and we did 2 of those. Now remember, after you enter, click away from the cell, add item. Now let's go in and do screen repair. I'm going to do 4 of those. Click away from the cell, add item. And you'll see all the values add in here and the totals calculate based on the quantity, charge, and cost. There's a different sheet running these calculations. So let's add, oh shoot, what I want to add is not in here. Let's add another one. So we're going to add an item to the database. iPhone 8 housing. Unit price, $175. Cost, $70. Remember to click away and then add item to database. Once the script is finished running, you'll see that iPhone 8 housing is now entered in here. We'll come down and we'll do 2 of those. Now that the script's finished running, you'll see everything's updated on our totals. And now we're going to create the invoice. So once we hit create invoice, there we go, it's finished running. Come over here to the print tab. That invoice we just created is going to generate here with the adjustments and everything we put on it. So you'll see your notes down here. You'll see everything, looks neat, tidy, very presentable. The company name and everything up here generates from a company info tab. That is how all of the different reports and everything get your data. So it's only entered in once. You don't need to enter it in multiple times. Anytime you hover over an email, you'll be able to come in and select to email that person as well. So you won't actually ever change anything on this invoice. This is generated from the system from everything we just input. Do not change anything on this sheet. If you want to pull up a previous invoice, you can come in here and you find an invoice number that's in the system and you just select it and it'll generate all the data on it based on this selection. You won't interact with anything on this sheet but this here. If you do need to go in and try to find your invoice number because you don't know what you're looking for, you can come over to the invoice log and you'll be able to see all the invoices that we've input into the system. So all these invoices in here, we can scroll through them, find the number we want, come over to previous invoice, select it, everything will generate. Profit and loss report is going to generate based on the numbers we put in. So you just double click date start or date end and change those numbers. And you can see in that date range there wasn't anything. I think everything is on the 12th. Yeah, everything was submitted on the 12th, so it's all going to be generated from there. But you can see it calculates our revenue and our costs based on this date range. So it's actually pretty simple to come in and just control your report. You can do a whole month if you want. You just select the range. So we'll do the 1st to the 30th and print this report off. It lets you know it's based on the date range selected over here. Come over to your expense report. This is generated the same way. Let's go over to invoices to show you where these come from. So over here you'll notice you have add new expense item and add new expense. Add new expense is like when you get fuel. You'll come in here and put fuel, put the date you got it. Let's say this one was back on the 1st, and say it cost $200. Remember to click away, add expense to log, finish running. Say what you see is not in here. We're going to do another test item 2. Remember to click away, add item. Now that'll be selectable here, and you can come in and we'll put that on the 28th. We'll do $50, add expense to log. I don't know if I mentioned on the profit and loss, but this one here is your total revenue from this column, and the cost is the total cost from this column. So profit, of course, will be this subtracted from this, but this just gives you a good overview of where you're standing with your company currently. So since we added that expense to the expense report, we change this. You'll notice test item 2, the 28th. Everything we just input is in there, so we can see all these expenses now. You can come in and change the date range. Say you wanted to see just the week of the 5th. To the 11th, and then it'll generate just that part of the report. So you can customize this, and it's going to generate this total based off of these values down here. So that's going to help quite a bit with making things simple for you. Again, you're only going to interact with these two here. As you can see, like on this one, there's a lot of complicated equations and things going on to drive all these different areas, and you really don't want to mess with them. If you try to mess with something you shouldn't, I forgot I turned warnings off for this video. But if you try to mess with something you shouldn't, it's going to give you a warning usually. But I would stick to just the cells you're supposed to interact with. On the reports, it's only going to be the dates on expense report and profit and loss. So you'll only double click and change dates. Previous invoice, you'll only select from a drop down. Print, you will never change. And invoices is where we enter all the data in. So now that we've entered all that data in, let's clear the inputs. Let's go look at a couple of the tables before we wrap this up here. So customers is where all the customer data we've been entering stores. So you can come in here, find the address, emails. You can email a customer pretty quickly. You know, all of this is pretty simple and set up to be super easy and intuitive for you. Items, you can come in here and change the price of an item, and it'll change anytime you select that item going forward. Will go on the updated values, and any items that have been on previous invoices won't be changed. Now if you do want to delete an invoice out of the system, like let's say Blake Mann's invoice got canceled for whatever reason, you'll come into invoice log and you'll delete that invoice, which was number 18, and then we're going to go to items on invoice, and we're going to select all the items from that invoice and delete that. So we'll remove those rows. Alright, so now that those are deleted, if we come over to our profit and loss report, you'll notice that invoice is now gone. Revenue and cost have been updated and changed to reflect that. So this has been a quick overview of the expense tracker and invoice system that we built. Again, you'll be able to access this from Google Sheets, and it's pretty intuitive, all custom built. depending on how much customization you need. This is going to cost between $300 to $500 one-time fee. You can always contact my company to give you further support down the road. You'll get a certain amount of support with the initial purchase. It'll be about an hour's worth a month. That's 2 calls, because we do ours in half-hour increments with support for the system, and you can do that for a couple months. But yeah, if you need anything else, just feel free to reach out to my company. All the links are going to be down in the description, and hope you enjoy the system that I built for you.